Welcome to Cyphus. Here I talk about my passions: video games, military service, military history, veterans, Star Wars, and Mandalorians. Tune in each week to see what I have to talk about, share some wisdom, have some laughs, and pass on a few interesting stories. Support me on Patreon for a chance to appear on the show. This channel supports #22kill. It's a community that raises awareness and combats suicide by empowering veterans, first responders, and their families through traditional and non-traditional therapies. This is Cyphus. Hey, what's up, y'all? Jarek Cyphus, aka Cigar and Con here. It's time for another video. Happy holidays, y'all. It's December finally, which those of you who have been following me for a couple of years now know by now it means it's Seggy Slay time. Yes, we'll talk a little bit about that here in a few, but this is going to be a bit of a doozy of a video. I'm going to try and keep it around the normal 15-minute mark, but there's a lot to cover because there's a lot going on, and I kind of want to just kind of get it all out now so that we can kind of move on and have some fun this month. In real life, let's get this out of the way. I'm a month into the new career, the new job, and I'm telling you, I freaking love it. I see this career going a lot of good places, so I'm going to focus on that and kind of pour my energy into this. It's kind of explains a little bit why I haven't been around as much. I'm kind of getting into the saddle of it a little better now. I know I've been in there in a month, and my sleep's kind of getting back together. My health is starting to gradually improve, so everything's kind of getting to where I can start streaming again. Obviously, it showed this past Tuesday when I did my first Star Trek Online Saggy Slay stream with the Q's Winter Wonderland going on. So yeah, I mean, things are starting to look a little bit better, so I'm going to be around a little bit more, and we'll be streaming a little bit more. Might be able to fulfill my promise of doing more than one YouTube video a week, so we'll see how that goes. But so I still have the neurological and hormonal part of the prolactinoma to address. There'll be more to follow on that one. And I'm supposed to have a sleep study around the middle of this month. I want to keep the news part of this thing brief. There were two base shootings this week. One was Navy in Hawaii, and the other was from the Saudi guest, an aviation student out in Pensacola. And it just goes to show that sailors and contractors, military and contractors rather, can be victims. You gotta stay vigilant. I mean, it doesn't matter if you're out and you're retired and you're 60 years old just cranking wrenches or teaching people how to crank wrenches. You have to stay vigilant because it can happen to anybody, and I think this week showed that. Just check your people, know your peers. That's all I can say. I don't want to really dig too deep into that because they're both still very developing stories, and this time of year, you really don't want to talk about the bad news, and that's what NPR, CNN, Bloomberg, Fox, all that crap's for. So let's focus on some of the good stuff, man. The gaming news. Obviously, it's Christmas time, so gaming news, we're going to try to avoid the negative gaming news if we can avoid it, unless it's something that absolutely has to be put out to kind of protect the consumer who watches my channel. Otherwise, we want to stick with the positive, stick with the fun, stick with the funny if we can do it. There's Christmas events kicking off in a lot of MMOs this month. Q's Winter Wonderland is happening right now on Star Trek Online. It started on this past Tuesday, I believe. Winter's Day just kicked off in Guild Wars 2 this past Friday. And Life Day kicks off in most Star Wars gaming on the 17th of December. I think the official launch of Life Day is the actual 17th of December every year, or it's 2 Mondays prior to Christmas. Excuse me. And speaking of Life Day, I will be streaming a lot of that Life Day content. I'll have Life Day themed Star Wars Battlefront 2 stuff. I might squeeze a Jedi Fallen Order stream in there somewhere. But definitely going to be a lot of Galaxies. Definitely going to be a lot of Star Wars The Old Republic. So, going to be very, very, very Life Day heavy. So that's why I want to focus on doing a little bit of Tricky Tuesdays for right now. And anything else that's like Winter's Christmassy related, I'll do on Thursdays. So that might be Guild Wars 2. We'll see. It just depends on y'all. Whatever y'all want to see, just drop me a message on Twitter, or here on YouTube, or drop me a message on Patreon. Wherever y'all want to drop me a message, I do read my messages and I read my comments. So please drop me any kind of message you like. Let me know what y'all want to see on my channel, whether it's on YouTube or it's on Twitch. It's in your court. I'm here to entertain y'all. That's my goal. So let's move on to some of the reviews. I have 2 spoiler-free reviews. Yes, they are spoiler-free. I'm not going to give anything away. I know I'm going to mention one thing, but that's because everybody knows about it. It's all over the internet. It's gift to death, and that's the Baby Yoda. I'll get into that in a minute. The Mandalorian. Okay, obviously I'm a huge Mandalorian fanboy. It is everything I hoped for. From reading Karen Travis's content to the Clone Wars to Republic Commando games, the Boba Fett stuff, the Bounty Hunter game that was on PS2 back in the day. You know, as a Mandalorian fan, The Mandalorian as a show is about everything, is literally everything I had ever hoped it would be. I'm not displeased with any of it. I mean, it shows the perseverance of Mandalorians in a big way, especially in a particular couple episodes. Again, I don't want to give any spoilers. There's the perseverance of even a single Mandalorian or even as a group of them is shown a couple times in the show, and it is freaking amazing. And again, baby motherfucking Yoda, y'all. Seriously, if y'all don't think that's the cutest damn thing in Star Wars history, y'all ain't got a soul, man, or you're not Star Wars fans. I don't know. But I absolutely adore the producer's attention to detail to previous Mandalorian content. It's phenomenal. It's I don't want to say like some of the angry fans do. A lot of angry fans are like, oh, well, they're cherry picking whatever they want. Well, I mean, there are some factors that have changed. This is after Return of the Jedi. This is after the Empire's killed a lot of Mandalorians that wouldn't bend the knee. You know, you have to consider that the Mandalorians are going to be in a different place organizationally than they were when they were in large numbers. So take that into account when you watch the show, and I promise you're going to have a good time watching this. It feels like an Old West set in space. You don't even have to be a Star Wars fan to enjoy it. Trust me, you'll give the show a chance. You're going to absolutely love the character development, because it goes to show that it's not just Halo and the Master Chief in Halo that requires a faceless, helmet-wearing character to feel human and feel something you can connect to, because the Mandalorian in this show does the same thing just as well. But I don't want to say too much more without getting overly excited about my content that I'm falling in love with and accidentally spoiling something. So let's move on to my other review, which is for Jedi Fallen Order. Holy fucking cow, y'all. I think it's the best game since the original Knights of the Old Republic. The game eschews EA's fears of single-player games not selling, because it's set a fuck ton of sales records, and for good reason. I mean, it evokes memories of Jedi Academy, Dark Souls, Uncharted. You know, its combat is so tight, it's polished, it feels like a little bit like Dark Souls. The platforming tries to emulate Uncharted a little bit. It could use a little tune-up. Its precision's a little off at times. It may not always go the direction you want it to go, but it's otherwise well-rounded, and it's a very, very good game, gameplay-wise. The main character, Cal Kestis, he feels less like the heroes we saw the Jedi as during the Clone Wars, when they were larger in life and everyone looked up to them. Oh my god, they're powerful. They're using the Force. They're knocking down whole waves of droids. He feels less like that and more like a World War II trench grunt ducking from a hail of gunfire, hoping to not expose his position every time he peeks for a shot. It makes him more realistic and relatable, despite his powerful connection to the Force that continues to grow throughout the game. And it offers a lot of opportunities for character growth for not just him, but everybody around him. And as the game crosses the thresholds of each act, it takes advantage of that. And there's several earmarks of very significant character development that I absolutely loved as this game progressed. And because of this, you know, I hope to see a lot more Star Wars work from Respawn in the future. It marks a turning point for EA as a company handling the Star Wars franchise. It proves you don't need egregious monetization tactics to produce large sale numbers and achieve a tremendous return on your investment. If y'all haven't played this game, you have to give it a try. You have to see that EA can, in fact, produce and publish a game from a renowned company. I mean, you got to think these are the guys behind Apex Legends. Respawn nailed it, man. They did. They made the best game since Coder, and if you weren't an RPG fan and your last known fun Star Wars game was Jedi Academy, okay, you're going to feel a lot of memories from Jedi Academy too. It's all there. The game's fucking awesome. Give it a shot. I'm telling you, you're going to love it. So streaming in December. Tricky Tuesdays on Tuesday. Maybe I'll throw some alcohol back into that. for the people who like the Romulan ale drunkenness fun. So STO on Tuesdays, continuing with the Q's Winter Wonderland. We're going to be progressing towards that new Ficleary ship that's awesome looking. Star Wars gaming will be on Thursdays and weekends, but maybe not right away. I might do something like Guild Wars 2 or something else with some Christmas content until the Christmas Life Day content starts in Star Wars Galaxies and SWTOR. But we'll see. I might call an audible and do something because I do want to stream one of the quests that's recently come out in Star Wars Galaxies, for example, show some of the content that the team has put together. I will be running a few charities, Extra Life and #22kill. Obviously, because this year's been really weird, in real life may still interrupt, but I will try to reschedule as it's possible. And streaming going into 2020, I don't know that I'm going to start right away in 2020 because January is going to be kind of busy, but February we're going to kick this thing off. There's going to be a little bit of a rebranding. I'm sticking with the Skull and Lotus. The Black Lotus thing is going to stay around because that's kind of my identity, I guess. That's more associated with the whole Sigarden Khan character I play than it is the Jarek Cyphus moniker I use on the internet. But the design's kind of old now. I have a lot of really good art programs on my computer, and I like to keep fresh on my art skills. So on top of working on the ILM, the final ILM update for Star Wars Galaxies Legends, I do want to kind of do a nice clean rebranding, make a couple new form sigs and stuff like that. So expect to see a new rebranding as well as a one and done, a one-time unified branding for my stream starting soon, my be right back, maybe an out to lunch hanging sign, something fun. I'm going to stick with one theme and maintain that throughout the year and see how that goes. I will be doing more reaction videos, more clips at the end of my videos on YouTube because apparently the Baby Yoda thing was a lot of fun for folks. So I'll do that again. And I'm going to focus on consistency with my streaming and identify breaks for the community in advance because I don't want there to be any surprises. With that, I'm also going to try and do some more communication on Discord. So if you haven't joined my Discord server yet, for just $1 on Patreon, you can join my Discord server right now. Obviously, friends and family do get a little bit of an invite because a lot of you help out with the testing on my modding that I do, not just with Star Wars Galaxies, but beyond that game. So obviously, there's going to be some involvement there. But if you support me even for $1 a month, you can get into my Discord channel. Anything you can give me helps. It's great for this time of year. Every little bit goes a long way because not only will it help me provide for my friends and family for the holidays, but it will help me upgrade my equipment. I need some accessories for my mic to help produce some noise. I'll need some ambience adjustment when I move next year. I'm going to working on getting a full Elgato kit with a green screen eventually. Unless people like the backdrop. If y'all like the backdrop, cool. I'll keep that. Otherwise, I'll set a green screen up for when I'm streaming. I do want a noise blocker for the microphone, some filters. And I would love to get an Elgato Stream Deck because I heard they're freaking great. So, again, little bits help a lot. And with next year's streaming, I think I'm only going to focus on maybe 3 to 5 games tops. There'll be an occasional rotational game that comes in and out. It's like a single-player game, like Jedi Fallen Order or Doom Eternal when it comes out. Final Fantasy VII Remake that's definitely going to get streamed. That's kind of a no-fucking-brainer at this point. But I want to rely on the feedback from y'all to decide what I'm going to stream. Yes, I'm going to be focusing primarily on Star Wars and sci-fi gaming, so Star Wars and Star Trek will be my focus. More leaning towards Star Wars going forward than Star Trek, but Star Trek Online seems to be drawing viewers for some reason, so I'm going to keep doing that too. But there's some other games that I have that I enjoy streaming that if y'all want to see it, I'll stream it. Games like War Thunder, Guild Wars 2, Final Fantasy 14, Fallout 4, Skyrim, SWTOR, Elite Dangerous, the Deus Ex series. I love both of those games, the newer ones. Doom 2016 and Eternal, which is coming out in March. Borderlands 1, 2, and 3. I'm kind of getting over this whole Epic Game Store shenanigans, so maybe we'll do that as well. The Outer Worlds is out as well. I haven't played that yet. And console games, I'm going to be probably throwing a console game or two, even some retro gaming in there after my Elgato kit is put together and I've moved into my new home sometime next year. But again, this is all for this is all based on y'all's feedback and the support y'all give me. So thanks again for tuning in, and thanks for all the help y'all give. Your feedback is very, very appreciated, and I appreciate all the advice that y'all have given me. I love the guidance I've gotten from other YouTubers. The Twitter network and community I'm building is freaking fantastic right now. So thank you all on Twitter who've been following me. I love y'all. Y'all are the best people. You guys, I'm telling you, the gaming community, content creators, there's some content creators out there that get a bad rep because they do nothing but talk shit their entire video. But you know what? I don't want to be the one who does that, unless it's to actually criticize a real problem that needs to be addressed. I don't want to be the shit talker. I want to be the fun-loving, giving y'all some good news and just some cool information to share, just bullshitting and chatting with y'all every week, and on my streams as well. So thank y'all. Please, the feedback's welcome. Tell me whatever y'all want to tell me. Let me know what's on your mind. Let me know what you want to see on this channel. Let me know what you want to see on Twitch. I hope to catch y'all next time. Y'all stay safe out there. Happy holidays. Love your friends. Love your family. Jarek Cyphus, signing out.